Okay guys, there it is. We got the front field cut. I've got a lot to learn about corners and how to lay the field out. It's kind of wonky, if you use that word here, because of the patch here where I've been plowing. You know, I can't really make a more of a square field, so it's kind of more or less a triangle shape, if you will. But we may do. Like I said, a lot to learn for sure, but it's on the ground. I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's getting kind of late. I'm gonna try tomorrow. Today's Monday, September the 19th. I'm gonna try tomorrow to cut Jack's old field over there across the hillside, and hopefully, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, will dry out good enough, and I'm gonna try to bale it Friday. So cross your fingers. Well, I decided to go ahead and cut it off. I think it was still dry enough. No dew set yet. So I believe that's gonna be it. There's still some down here in the bottom, actually, where I cut the test plot, that's grown back really good over the last 2 weeks. But I don't know, we might call it good with this. I'm gonna rake and bale this and get it in the barn first, see what I've got, see how many bales it makes. So definitely stay tuned. Okay guys, I want to throw a couple things in there up front. We're headed out here to the fields to see what we can do about raking this hay up. Number one, keep in mind, I have never done this before in my life as far as raking. Ran a baler quite a bit over the years. Most of the time was the labor loading and unloading the hay. So I've never raked, I had never cut. It showed in the first part of the video here, trying to do corners on a big area, but you know what, I'm learning, so I want to throw that up front. The second thing is, Dad's tractor, I've said it numerous times, has a lot of play in the front end. I've got to address those wore out pins up there. If I can make it through this, that's going to be the next thing on the mechanical side project. But so my windrows are going to look like caterpillars, number one, because I don't know what I'm doing, and number two, because this thing's got quite a bit of play in it and it works me to death. But I just wanted to throw that in there. We're going to see what we can do. I'll try to get you the best camera angles I can, and see how the little Ferguson rake here does. Don't make too much fun. All right, well, if you can hear the wind in the background, I apologize. Not gonna work today. Here in North Carolina, we were 91 today. We're supposed to be 70 tomorrow, and with a low of 50 tonight, so a cold front's blowing in. I didn't think it was gonna be windy, but I just checked the app. They're saying 15 to 20 mile an hour winds with 25 to 30 gusts at times this evening, and then it drops back down to 5 to 8 tomorrow. So it's already blowing my windrows everywhere. You can probably hear it in the camera. So we're just gonna have to hold off for today. It'll put me a little bit behind, but everything's dry, so it's not a big deal. No sense in going over it now and having to redo it in the morning and straighten the rows up. So stay tuned. Guys, if you can hear me, we got the front field rake. That was very unconventional and not proper, I'm sure, but they're in windrows. Doesn't look the best now that I've got it raked up, but we're gonna bale it and see what happens. Well guys, pennies on the dollar bar rake, drug it out of the woods, Cut 2 4-inch pine trees out of the way to get it out. Did absolutely nothing to it but pump the tires up and grease it. And it raked all that in the front field. Not a minute's trouble. I'm very tickled. We'll get the tines replaced this winter, them straightened out. I can't believe that old belt lasted. I don't know if you can see it there on the camera or not, but it's starting to come apart. But it lasted, so can't complain not one bit about it. All right, let's go get on the baler, I reckon. Alright guys, can't really see it, sun, shadows, it's all baled. I have a lot to learn about this process. Things didn't go near as smooth today as they did on the test plot, to be expected. But anyway, we got them all baled up. Best I can tell, it's around 135 to 140 bales, give or take, something like that. I'll know for sure when I get it loaded up. All right, before the sun goes down, first hay of any kind of volume here at IP Farms is in the books. Really can't complain. It's been a good week, good weather, no rain. It was beautiful today. High up at about 71. Mower did great. Dad's tractor, of course, the little Ferguson rake did great. I hate I didn't get to use the hay wagon. Didn't have anybody here to drive the tractor anyway, and the tongue issue with that, it's way too long. I'm gonna have to shorten it up. But the old square baler gave me a fit today. Didn't miss but one knot and 140 some bales, so I can't really complain about that. But just, it's not packing the hay right. Maybe it's just my OCD. I don't know. It's been so many years since I've messed with them. I really didn't pay that much attention. But you know, with my mind, it seemed like everyone's got to be the same, and I don't know that they're ever going to be that way. But probably more than likely it was the rake man. I can blame it on him. Like I said, I've got a lot to learn about this, but it was a good seat time. I really enjoyed it. We put some hay on the ground. It's phenomenal, really. So with that, I think we're just going to call it good. One other thing that I want to throw in there that I did figure out today, that this 250C industrial with a shuttle transmission is a superb baler tractor. Loaded the ground, aggravated me because I couldn't rake with it, and I don't have remote hydraulics to mow, but it is going to be perfect on the square baler, and I might run the round baler with it if I put remotes on it. I don't know, but I love that today. It was really nice with the shuttle transmission on and off. It's got big steps here. It's not like cumbersome crawling over a row crop tractor. But another story for another day. Thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate y'all following along, the support during this whole journey with getting into hay and everything. Hope Grandpa's smiling down, because it is a monumental moment for sure. So now just to get it up out of the field and get it stored up and see if we can sell it, and if not, we'll go from there. But thank you everybody. Until next time.